What are you doing? In my cabinets. Everywhere. Hey. How's a woman supposed to clean when you're undoing everything? Welcome back to the channel. Unless you're here for the first time, then welcome to the channel. I need to get a video out this week. And normally when I'm really behind and need to get a video out, it's gonna be a day in the life. So I've got to clean. You can see I need to clean my kitchen. The table is always a mess, so I gotta clean that. So I'm gonna clean my kitchen. Can't see me. Woo! And try to do that with the baby running around all over the place. And I've got some plants that I want to plant today in pots and a few other random things. So I thought I'd take you along with me. I'm gonna leave a link to this in the description of this video. I don't make any money off of it. It's just a super cool thing that gives you times, makes you drink water. And it works. I'm horrible at drinking water, so I got one.
When we wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. Oh, the good times just begun. We know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright.
Alright, so I got dishes done, mostly. Baby took a nap, quick nap. Now he's awake. Got the table cleaned off. Kinda working on this, but it's fine. Now it's lunch and I need to figure out what we're gonna eat. That's fun. Tortellini. Yum. Look at this crazy mess. And I just cleaned it. Ew, nasty. I've been trying to get this baby to take a nap for hours and it's just not working. My book collection on the floor. That is a bunch of books that my husband brought home to me from an estate that he had to help clean out, and there were lots of books. There were also some fun old Confederate bonds, which I thought was neat, which there's one hanging on my wall. Do you want to see it? It's not staying here, it's just here because I don't have anywhere else to put it. And the picture that was there fell over. So there's that. And baby's making weird noises. Books and books and books and old copper things, and it's just grand. And then earlier this week was my birthday. Hey, happy birthday to me. And my son got me this super cool rug, or not rug, it's like a mat for the kitchen sink. I needed a new one. And it wasn't that so sweet of him. It was just so sweet. He's a rough and tough and stinky little boy most days, but he can be loving when he wants to be. And they also got me a birthday cake, and my husband surprised me and took off work that day, which he never does for my birthday at all. And so that was a really big surprise, and took me out to town to some places that were open and bought me a beautiful guitar, and it's really cheap actually, but it was beautiful. And we just had a good day. And so other than that good stuff, my week has kind of been all over the place because of the whole being gone for that day. And it's just set off my whole time. And it's very hard. It's very difficult getting anything done with a baby, especially when you like have a work from home job. Like most of my work doesn't get done until late, and because that's the only time I have to do it. And so what are you doing? Huh? What are you doing? Hi. Hi. And so I'm sitting here trying to get some work done with the baby. And it's just not working. I'm getting ready to load a podcast up for this week. It is about homeschooling. So for all of you homeschoolers or people who are finding yourself as sudden homeschoolers, this one is for you. It is called Now is the Time to Homestead. Well, that too. It's called Now is the Time to Plan for Homeschooling. And that's because a lot of stuff is on back order. So if you want to homeschool this year and you haven't figured out what curriculum you're using or any of that jazz, you better hop on it. And even if you are already a homeschooler, you better hop on it, because you might not be able to get it in time for when school starts. Seriously, that pile of books. I have nowhere to put them, but I'm not getting rid of them. We'll put that another day. So it is almost 90 degrees outside, which is really hot for the baby. And so I've been waiting on him to go to sleep so I can get some of these plants in my planters. And that is just not happening right now. So I'm gonna wait. There's that picture that fell. By the way, I need to get a string for that. So at this point, I think I'm going to tidy up my living room. It's not so bad, right? And then do some laundry. Yay, and yell at my kid because he's been on his computer with his little friend for like 3 hours. So, yeah. Joe! How do you guys like these HOA sweatshirts? Well, I'm not gonna order from this place because they didn't put the little stars in. This is just a sample sweatshirt, but everybody's always asking for sweatshirts, and this one is really nice and it's really soft. So I'm hoping to get these out to you guys, hopefully for this year's conference. Will you please go to sleep? Please. Please go to sleep. Please go to sleep. He is finally asleep. For my homesteading mamas out there, I got these, we co-sleep kind of, I don't know, whatever we call it nowadays. And I got these super cool Bedrails, because the Bedrails that I had were not tall enough for my bed, and he's actually going to go in a different bed soon. But when he wakes up, I want to show them to you because I got them on clearance, and I'll try to link to them. But they're like super tall. They're really tall on the bed, so it's nice because I don't have to worry about him falling out of my very tall bed. Can we talk about this skillet for a second? This skillet right here. I bought this skillet at a local thrift store. I just seasoned it yesterday, so it's nice and pretty, and I just oiled it up a little bit. I love this skillet, okay? I've had this skillet for a year. It is beautiful and smooth. You know it's old because it's really smooth. It doesn't have that pitting on it or anything like the new Lodge cast iron does. It's got a nice flat bottom. I still need to clean it up a little bit. It's got some grime around here. But you see this? It has the maker's mark on it, and it has this wording up here. I don't know if you can see it, but it says Erie. See? So I cleaned it up yesterday, and I used it last night for dinner, and I loved it. I just fell in love with it. I've had this skillet for like a year and been meaning to clean it up, re-season it, all that stuff. I got it at the thrift store for like $12. And I didn't know what it was. I never even looked at the back of it. I just knew it said 712 and had some writing on the back. And come to find out, it is pre-Griswold Erie. So Erie is Griswold, but it's before they started putting Griswold on the back. And according to the maker's mark, it's a number 9 skillet, and it was made between 1890 and 1902. And this thing is worth like $300 to $400 online. And so I am just over here cooking dinner in my $300 cast iron vintage skillet like it's nothing. And I'm gonna keep doing it, and I hope that I can find no. So I want to find another one. I don't know if I'm gonna get as lucky. Look how deep that thing is. It's amazing. So I'm gonna be on the lookout for these. I've actually seen these before with Erie on the bottom of it, and I should have picked them up. I didn't know what they were, but I didn't need cast iron at the time, so this was a good find, and I'm excited about it. Check out my garden stock. It's doing good. I'll leave a link below. It is just one of those days. It's one of those days. You heard the phone ringing. We were getting another hog, half hog, and so I had to do the cut sheet for that. And we'll have to go pick it up. I will show you the last time I went to go pick up our hog, which was just a few months ago. And I still need to make the pork belly video. I made bacon, and I need to show you how to do that. It's really simple, and we're going to be doing that with these pork belly slabs as well. So maybe I'll work on that today too. I don't think the planting is going to get done. I just don't think it is. It's not going to happen today. All right, so let me show you what else I do have to plant. It's probably not going to happen today, but we're almost done with planting. A lot of stuff now is going to be for fall planting, but oh, I have ginger that I still have not planted, so that is definitely on my list, at least for this evening, which I probably won't show you, but let me show you the rest. Things are looking a little peaked. I have killed my chamomile, which I'm so upset about, but I do have some other chamomile growing that I started from seed over here, so hopefully that will be good. My dill is going to seed. It's bolted. I need to get this ginger in the ground. There's some peppermint, some little tomatoes over here still, some sage and oregano and thyme, basil. Oh, my basil popped back really good. There's a bay tree I need to put in this container. I think this is a little watermelon. Yeah, a little sugar baby watermelon that we need to get in. There is one chamomile over there that survived. Our lettuce from our garden tower is doing really, really good. I need to come out here and pick some more off of it. And then this is just some yarrow I pulled off last night, and it's out here sun drying and dehydrating. It's just a lot quicker when it's sunny out. Life is crazy right now. The day in the life video that I really wanted to give to you is just a normal day in the life. Nothing that I wanted to get done is getting done. And that's how a normal day in the life goes. And I thought maybe we could talk about that for a second, because, you know, with this week, every birthday I look back on the previous year and what it's brought to me and what I've learned and what I'm still learning. And I think it's important to talk about the mundane, especially in a time of chaos like this. I mean, there's a lot going on. I'm going to link a couple of podcast episodes that I've done specifically about current events below. You know, and I don't really like to talk about it because you're kind of darned if you do and darned if you don't. You're gonna make somebody mad no matter what you say. And so instead, I decide to be silent in a lot of ways, but I'm not silent in my prayer life. And I think that's the most important, because what we're seeing in the country today, it's not a political issue. It is a heart issue more than anything, and that is being politicized. And so I'm not going to speak to that. I'm not going to speak about it because there are other people that do it better than I do. And but I do want to talk to the mamas, the homesteading mamas that are out there that are trying to still get it all done with the kids, with the summer, with work if you're working from home. It is hard to get stuff done. It's hard to get your housework done. And what I have been telling myself every day is, see, my phone goes off every time I try to make a video. It's just embracing the day. Tomorrow is a new day. Tomorrow will more than likely come, and if it doesn't, then I am probably where I should be, which is with Jesus. And that is even better. And so it'll get done. And if it doesn't get done, it's okay. It's okay. It's not the end of the world. But what I have been trying to do is every morning getting up and hitting the highs and lows of the house, because as long as the floor doesn't have crumbs all over it, so the baby's not getting crumbs all stuck to him, and my sink isn't overflowing, some days it is, and my kitchen table is cleaned off for us to eat at, that's what matters to me most. Everything else is still going to be there the next day for when I get to it. And I know a lot of you homestead moms have a lot of things going on, and you have a lot of projects that you're doing. And during this time, I just want to encourage you to love on your family, and maybe pull yourself away from social media, pull yourself away from the chaos, and remember that you are a peacekeeper and peacemaker within your own home. And if your heart is troubled and if your mind is troubled, then that radiates into your family, and I know that firsthand. So I'm speaking from experience. I recently posted on Instagram. I had not realized that I had been just so stressed out from being, just from different things and personal things, and also just adding the world on top of that is not what I need, but I did it. And there was a moment a few nights ago where I just felt peace and less stress because I wasn't online, I wasn't looking at things, and I just read. I sat down and I read, and I felt more at peace than I have in weeks. And so, if something is stressing you out and it's getting to you, and your family, especially those of you who have little ones, is your top priority, and if mama is stressed out because of the way the world is right now, then littles are going to get stressed out and act out too. And so I just wanted to encourage you to step away. It's okay to step away. Even if you have a business, take a week off, step away, take care of yourself, take care of your emotional needs, your spiritual needs, your baby needs, and spend time doing nothing but homework. Not like schoolwork, but homework. Clean your house, get your laundry done, take your babies outside and play with them, go out, and have a lunch date with your husband. Do those things, fill your time with those things. Read a book. Oh my goodness, even if you don't like reading, read a book. It expands your mental horizons and capacity, and makes you learn new words and educates you. I wish more people would read. I feel like that if 90% of more of the people in our country read a book and read history and read on a regular basis, we would not be where we are today. But that's neither here nor there. For the sake of not being just a talking head this entire video, I feel like the video has no point whatsoever. But I think my greatest point is to step back. It's okay, even if you have a business, to take a step back, love on your family, work in your home, work in your garden, work in the home, and forget about everything else. Your followers will probably not even notice that you're gone for a week. Your people that you work with, just say, hey, I'm taking a break for a few days, and they will all adapt. I assure you they will, because a week goes by in a heartbeat. But a week or 2 weeks or a month, whatever you need, it's worth it. It's worth it, because you cannot pour from a vessel that is empty. And I think maybe right now is the best time to take a step back and fill yourself back up with love from your family, love for yourself, and just love from God. So, all right, guys, until the next video, these plants might get done today, maybe tonight. I don't. And because this is just how life goes, my camera card was full and I didn't even get to finish what I wanted to say. And so that is my cue to end the video. And I love you guys, and I hope you have a great day and a great weekend, and happy homesteading. They are these super awesome. See? They're super cool. And they go all the way up. And they slide down on both sides. Mamas, I'm gonna link this in the description for you. We like them, don't we? We like them. They keep you safe. And they keep me sane.